In this chapter, we will look at the Midjourney interface and understand how to start creating images. This is the Midjourney workspace. On the left side, you can see several options such as explore, create, edit, and organize. For now, the option we will use most often is create. This is where we type our prompts and generate images. To demonstrate, I will type a very simple prompt. A young man sitting on a sandy beach. As you can see, this is a very basic prompt. We did not specify the age clearly, the nationality, the mood, the lighting, the camera angle. So, Midjourney will interpret its own way and generate images. Now, Midjourney gives us 4 image options. If you click any of these images, it will open in a larger view and you can save it to your computer. Below the image, you will see several options. For example, vary. This create variations of a selected image. You will see options like subtle and strong. If you click strong, Midjourney will generate new images with bigger changes based on the selected one. Next, we have upscale. Upscale creates a higher resolution version of the image, which is useful if you want to use it in presentations or production work. Let me click on upscale and show you. Now Midjourney is generating a higher quality version of the image. You can see the details are sharper and cleaner. There is also a zoom option. Zoom expands the frame and adds more background to the image. For example, if you choose 1.5x or 2x zoom, Midjourney will extend the scene outward and generate a wider composition. This is useful if you want more environment in the image or space in text in advertising layouts. I will click on one image and show. Let me take an image which is a tight crop. Okay, this image. I will click on 1.5x zoom and we will see what we are getting. 4 images are being generated. If you want, you can do this process again and check it. And you can do this as many times you need. See, from this image, we have got this image. So these are the basic tools you will use most often in Midjourney. Create, vary, upscale, zoom. Once you understand these, you can start generating images for your projects. Before we start generating images, let's quickly look at the settings panel. First is aspect ratio. This decides the shape of the image, portrait, square, or landscape. For most advertising visuals, I usually go with the landscape or 16 to 9. Next is aesthetic section. Stylization controls how artistic Midjourney becomes. Higher means more stylized, lower means closer to your prompt. Weirdness is exactly what it sounds like, how experimental the image gets. For most professional work, I keep this low. Variety control, how different the output are from each other. Then we have moderate section. Standard vs raw. Raw follows your prompts more strictly. Standard adds bit more Midjourney style. And here you can see model version. Always try to use the latest version. Then we have more options. Speed controls how fast the images generate. Stealth is for privacy. There are also video options here like resolution and batch size. You can experiment with those yourself when you start creating videos. Honestly, I don't need to obsess over these settings. Most of the time, the default setting work perfectly fine. Now let's move on to the fun part, actually creating images.